It's NASCAR short track racing at Myrtle Beach Speedway. And it's brought to you by NASCAR Racing Experience, the true NASCAR driving experience here at Myrtle Beach Speedway. Daytona 1, performance and beyond. Renegade Race and Performance Fuels. Bell & Bell. Buick GMC, the official vehicles of Myrtle Beach Speedway. Penny's Garage, performance vehicles since 1949. Visit Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Visit myrtlebeach.com. Husqvarna, Cannon small engine specialist, located in nearby Conway. Hoosier Racing Tires, tires designed for champions. WPDE, ABC 15, for the PD and South Carolina's Grand Strand. CarQuest Auto Parts, great people, great products, great prices. Don't forget about the raffle for the tickets to Darlington Raceway for good seats for the upcoming Bojangles Southern 500.
As the pace car dives on pit lane, Justin Milliken in the 0-2 machine. The Bell & Bell Chevrolet, the Bell & Bell car will lead him off to a green flag this time. Green's in the air. We're racing in Myrtle Beach. 40 laps of racing to go for this first of two late model feature races at the Speedway. Justin Milliken inside of row number 1 with a passenger side door full of David Roberts in the 18 machine. These two leaders will come through turn 3, now through 4. Milliken on the inside. He'll have the edge off to turn 4, and he will lead that one.
David Roberts sometimes has the power of Jordan Performance over in Conway, and he's chasing a Billy Banks motor in the 0-2 car. Yarborough driving like he normally does, willing to sit back in third place right now, realizing, hey, they don't throw the checkered flag for another 37 laps. Matt Cox on the high side, battling the 20 car. And behind them is the 2. And the 2 car hanging in there, working really hard.
Boy, Matt Light in that 2 machine right now, 5th on the racetrack. Right behind the number 20 of Sam Yarborough. He's top, looks like top 7, top 8 car in single file, with exception to Sam Yarborough and Matt Cox. They'll go side by side off turn 2 and down the back straightaway.
Lucas Williams, who's currently 4th in the points, is finding himself in a position to battle, and each week it seems to be getting better and better. But Jerry McDowell leaning hard on the 2 car of Matt Light out of turn 4. Finally gets it down to the bottom of the racetrack, finds himself running alongside of Light, and finally gets by. Yarborough working to the inside of Matt Cox. This is a familiar sight on a Saturday night here at Myrtle Beach Speedway, battling for third place.
We have to go all the way back to the first part of May here at the racetrack. May the 5th, the Wheeling Public Safety Night. Matt Cox right now 4th on the racetrack. That's the last time we saw him in victory lane here at Myrtle Beach Speedway. He'll get passed by Sam Yarborough. Back to 4th goes the 51 machine for the Black Star, number 51. 4th place right now.
Now they're coming up and by Sammy Scarlett-Kelly. They're all single file once again, and Jamie Rutherford, who was leading the race last time and got involved in the skirmish in the second corner, finds himself now riding right behind these drivers. It took about $2,000 to fix that car. Most of it was sheet metal and front end damage, and of course they had to reset the car to be able to make it here tonight. Clint Cannon from Cannon Small Engines worked on that car all day this past Wednesday to get it back here.
As Justin Milliken in turn 3 right now with the race lead solely in hand, comfortably in hand. We call it a race in his own time zone. He's out way out in front of the David Roberts number 18 car. He'll get that white flag as he goes across the line.
White flag's been taken by Justin Milliken. Milliken looking for another win. He's only a few points behind the leader.
So for the final time, Justin Milliken will exit turn 4 here at the racetrack. The checkered flag's going to fly, and Milliken wins race number 1. The Myrtle Beach Speedway, the Myrtle Beach Bell and Bell pace car will dive on pit lane here at historic Myrtle Beach Speedway, and Ryan Howard and Sean Gibson will lead him to a green flag. Tim Tolson will throw that rag in the air, and we are racing four-cylinder cars at Myrtle Beach Speedway on a Saturday night.
Got a car into the inside retaining wall.
Where the 77
crash on the 77.
Daniel Miller.
So Daniel Miller, and we'll see a yellow flag, so there will not be a start during that lap. We'll bring them all back around. We'll try to get a hook. And also the 87 was involved. So we have two cars out immediately just as they cross the starting line.
Oh, wow. Hold on, race fans. The pace car on pit lane. And here comes Ryan Howard. He'll lead the field off turn 4 with a green flag in the air. 6 laps to go. And look at
Look out, the 22 goes to second place. Mark Evans now on the charge against his longtime adversary, Willie Fulford. Willie Fulford looks up in his rearview mirror and goes, where did the 22 come from?
And what happened to the 7 machine on that restart right there? Wow, Ryan went from first to third just like that. Actually from first to third, and now Ryan is trying his best to now track down the leader that was him 1 lap ago.
Willie Fulford, two-time champion here at Myrtle Beach Speedway, is looking at that rearview mirror and wondering, Mark Evans, I know Mark. Mark wants to be where I am, and Mark is going to do everything he can as he goes to the bottom of the racetrack in turn 1 and draws a little closer. And now he's got a run going down the back straightaway, gnawing away at the lead foot by foot.
Why, if your name is Fulford here at Myrtle Beach Speedway, you are known for getting it done here at this racetrack. Willie Fulford in the 70 machine. He's got to get something done now. He's got to make that car wide as he can.
Look out. They're going to get awful close down there.
Get for the race lead off turn 2 here for the mini stock cars with looks like 3 to go on the racetrack. Mark Evans, your new race leader here at the Speedway on this back to school Darlington night at Myrtle Beach Speedway. It's a 4-cylinder race lead here off turn 4 for Mark Evans. 3 to go this time by the start finish line. 2 to go now. 2.
Rather be lucky than good.
As Mark
and
Evans,
Lady Luck has smiled on Mark Evans. Now he's got to keep it there.
Mark Evans, though, will have a bumper full this time through about a lap and a half to go for Mark Evans to hang on to this one. Willie Fulford, though, he's wanting that spot back. He'll pull up along the back bumper of the race leader, Mark Evans, off turn 4. He won't get close enough to him. The white flag in the air. One more time around the Myrtle Beach Speedway. Who's going to get this one done today? Willie Fulford in the 70 car. He'll ride high up into the turn. He'll try to use that momentum off turn 2 and down the back straightaway. They are half a car length apart for the race lead. Fulford up high on the racetrack. Evans down low. They'll go off into bumper to bumper in turn 4. Here we come. It's going to be a finish. They'll touch bumpers off turn 4. They will hold on, and Martin and Evans will get it done here this afternoon. Wow, what a finish that was right there.
I can't say enough, Myrtle Beach Speedway. Thank you for all the practice and everything you do for us. And I want to thank my crew. Man, I can't thank them a lot. But I want to thank my sponsors, for Heating and Air, Coastal Carolina Construction, C&E Electro, and City Town.
It's hard to have these words when you're out of breath. I know that. But the thing is, I know how hard you've worked over the years.
Man, we sure have. We've come a long ways. And the ones we're racing against is real tough, too.
Just so everybody knows, we talked about it a little bit, but Darlington has been gracious enough to be a partner here at Myrtle Beach Speedway. You see their sign over there in turn 2. Labor Day weekend, going to be a heck of a show at Darlington Motor Speedway with a throwback weekend. They've really done a great job. We're proud to be a part of it. They've offered up 50 tickets to our fans, so how about a round of applause for Darlington Motor Speedway? You still have a chance throughout the night to get 4 tickets for your family. You'll be sitting in the Rusty Wallace section for the Labor Day weekend, but your first winner every feature from here on out will draw a ticket from this, and you can go downstairs and see Philip down there by the beer hut. He can get you another ticket, but this ticket's out of the loop now, so if you want to put more in, come on down and put it in. But your first winner, which we'll have the tickets at the souvenir stand, 3199256. 3199256. Again, meet us at the souvenir stand. You'll get your 4 tickets.
Do you have the need for speed?
Thrill seekers and bucket listers. While visiting Myrtle Beach, check out the NASCAR racing experience at Myrtle Beach Speedway. You can ride or drive an authentic NASCAR race car that once raced in Cup competition.
It's as real as it gets.
It just so happens that Dale Earnhardt Jr. has a car that was driven at many of the super speedways in NASCAR competition, and the NASCAR racing experience has it in their fleet. It's available for drive and ride along experiences. This historic race car will be retired after the 2018 season and preserved as a piece of auto racing history. Stop on down to Myrtle Beach Speedway, grip the steering wheel, and fulfill your need for speed.
Bell & Bell Buick GMC is at the Big Red Bell in Little River and all the way to here. GMC Commercial Line, Sierra, Yukon, Acadia, Terrain, Buick Enclave, Envision, Encore, LaCrosse, Regal, Cascada, pre-owned. Bell & Bell has the vehicle for you and will make your shopping experience fun and easy. Come to Bell & Bell Buick GMC today and see the difference. All roads lead to Bell & Bell.
Green flag flies. Keep your eye on that 5. Whoa, Steve Jones into the outside retaining wall. He blew his engine. It came apart. Hard slam into the outside retaining wall for the 5 of Steve Jones.
Boy, hard impact for the 5 car coming off turn 1 on a start of this one here today at Myrtle Beach Speedway.
Should possibly see a yellow and a red. That was a hard impact by Steve Jones, a friend of mine, who happens to be wearing one of Phil Elvis's old racing uniforms.
As your pole setter, Chad Webster in the number 22, Ricky Locklear in the 25. We'll see that green flag, and they are racing once again with the Challenger cars here at the Speedway.
Chad Webster from Dillon, South Carolina. His family's from over at Marion originally, and he takes them down the back straightaway. And let's see how far he's going to take it into turn 3. All the way. He's right there, but looks like his challenger on the outside is trying to come back strong, but falls back into second place.
By talking with the Deckmaster number 17 driver, J.J. Driggers, or Dale Driggers, earlier today in
practice. That's a Somerville boy there. That's from down there in your neck of the woods.
Actually right. Dale Driggers, that youngster was named after Dale Earnhardt. His father named him Dale for Dale Earnhardt, and Dale Driggers is in the 17 car, and he is actually off the racetrack on 3rd right now, and he is going to try to track down these race leaders. Josh Alford, the 00 ride, is 4th on the racetrack, so these guys are working themselves into turn 1. Your race leader, Chad Webster, will lead the field off turn 2 and down the back straightaway with Ricky Locklear Jr. 2nd, Dale Driggers is 3rd, and Josh Alford 4th on the racetrack.
Alford out of Georgetown, South Carolina. Said he's been coming up here forever and forever and forever, sitting in the grandstands. Now he's getting a chance to drive the car.
Is the white flag going to fly, this time by the Darlington Raceway. Back to school, Myrtle Beach 400, Myrtle Beach white flag goes in the air. Tim Toza will display that flag for the final time. Chad Webster will lead him into turn 1. Now through turn 2 he goes, the 22 machine for the final time. Down the back straightaway in Myrtle Beach Speedway, and looks like we got a bid for 2nd, but not that strong of a bid. Webster, though, is all by himself through turn 4. It's going to be a Webster night of racing with the Challenger cars. Webster wins at Myrtle Beach Speedway.
This is the first win here. We've only, this is my 2nd race here. I've never cut any laps here till 2 weeks ago. My buddy Greg Peterson, my nephew Brian, and Travis, and all those guys came down, helped us wrench on this thing all day, and we got it tuned in, and it's a pretty good piece.
Joe Armakovich, a ton of talent for that youngster. His father is somewhere here in attendance with us, and I'm telling you, that's one proud dad. His son is getting ready to take a pole position start at Myrtle Beach Speedway. Joe Armakovich is leading the field off turn 4 from the outside line, and the green flag is going to go in the air, and Armakovich will lead him into turn 1.
Nobody's really shuffling and dicing so far. It looks like everybody will make it through turn one.
Clifton will loop it around in turn two in front of the field, and they will come together. A couple of them parts flying over in turn two.
And there are 3 cars involved. And all of them are down at the bottom of the racetrack. And it looks like our birthday boy, the 77, may be involved. Ryan Lilliquist, one of those drivers.
Also, Clifton Black, your outside pole setter, also involved with a 13 machine. He's actually the one that looped it around, and a lot of the field missed him as he went out turn two. But then you get toward the back of the field, and they couldn't miss him anymore. There was nowhere to go. Clifton was kind of like right there in the way, and 3 or 4 other cars got involved over there in turn two. So the pace lights are back on, caution lights are on, and Joe Armakovich somehow from the outside line missed all that.
Green flag. Randall Roberts. Armakovich up in first and second. Randall Roberts stands on the 70 car's accelerator. Armakovich, though, shoots off a turn two and down the back straightaway. Armakovich, 27 car. Randall Roberts rides in second. Third is Brian Owens. Chris Todd rides in fourth place. Fifth is Ron Miller, and he's being challenged high on the outside. Now Miller moves to the inside of Chris Todd, and he will go into fourth place, and he's on the whip now. Alex Hicks trying to clear by. Whoa, Alex Hicks and Granger go around. Another crash. The 32, Keith Farrell involved. Granger goes around. Keith Farrell against the outside retaining wall. Getting ready to shower down on it. Let's see what Randall Roberts does. Randall Roberts now goes to the front. And looks like he's going to be able to hold on. Ron Miller now in the fray on the 32 car. The car to the inside of him is Brian Owens. It looks like Ron Miller hasn't lost any of his touch. And Miller now moving up. Miller side by side with Brian Owens. Owens drives hard in the corner, and they almost come together. Now Miller rides behind Randall Roberts, and he is moving forward in a car that has seen a lot of service over at the Palm School across the street. Brian Owens staying into the quarter panel of the 32 of Miller, but Miller drives hard off the second quarter. Armakovich is your leader. Randall Roberts rides in second. Then Miller, then Owens.
Well, that 23 machine, Kevin Ellis. Boy, tough. As he come off turn four that last trip through there, he was right up along that outside retainer wall along the front straightaway, hanging on to it, and he is still fourth on the racetrack, fighting for position. Armakovich, yeah, is your race leader. He'll kind of stretch it out on Randall Roberts. But boy, here, getting around this racetrack pretty well. 32 machine, Ron Miller. He'll take a peek at the outside of Randall Roberts.
Kevin Ellis was right in his rear deck lid there when they came into turn one. Kevin Ellis on the 23 car. And now Miller to the outside, and looks like he's going to be able to go by Randall Roberts. But he is feeling the heat from Kevin Ellis down the back straightaway. Now Ron Miller's got to run down Armakovich.
So the white flag's going to fly one more time around the Myrtle Beach Speedway. They're going to shorten this race as they'll work their way. Time limit has expired on this race. The white flag has been displayed, and due to a time limit on this race, your race leader will roll off turn four. And hello to the victory lane winner, Joe Armakovich.
It's pretty awesome. You know, last two races here, we've been sitting in the stands. 3 races ago, this car was just about totaled. Everything on the front end is new, and it's a real accomplishment for me and my team, you know, to come back and be this dominant. You know, I really want to thank them, especially the good Lord. He's done more than anybody out here. But I really want to thank Mac Little. Mac Little, he's got me straightened out. You know, I think we've learned a lot this year. We ain't running for a championship. We just trying to get a little bit faster, and I think we done it tonight.
An inversion puts the race 1 winner, Justin Milliken, back in the field, row 5, I think, for Justin Milliken. So it's going to be interesting.
8 places. 8 places inverted.
Row 4,
basically maybe top 8 or 10. 10. It was a 10 inversion.
So Ty Gibbs in the 18 machine leads the field into turn 1 here on lap number 1 with sparks flying underneath the 27 Tommy Lemons machine as they still race down the back straightaway. They are 4 wide almost in the center of the straightaway, now 3 wide and 3 as they race for position. A lot of these fast cars coming up through the field early, trying to get her done.
Everybody looking for a position. The
Later.
2 car moving forward. Down the back straightaway.
Justin
Gibbs
Milliken
is your leader.
by Milliken in the Bell & Bell 02 machine, your race 1 winner. He is on fire, on a roll. He is trying to get through the field as fast as he can. He'll try to get to the front of this thing about as quick as he can. Jeremy McDowell, though, in the 83 machine right there in front of the 02. Racing looks like for 6th position on the racetrack as that Jeremy McDowell 83 machine will get a bit on the outside from the Lucas Williams car.
Lucas Williams on the 11 car, a driver that's presently in the top 5 in points here. McDowell getting a little loose, facing off against Justin Milliken, who is trying to go to the inside. High on the outside, and staying with him is Lucas Williams. 2 and 3 abreast along the back straightaway. The 2 car about to get hammered going into turn 3. Everybody trying to go on the high side of him. There is a shuffle among drivers, and we have smoke and a car on the back straightaway.
The NASCAR Wheeling All-American Racing Series on Back to School Night at Myrtle Beach. Here we go, greens in the air.
They're almost touching side by side. 1 car almost getting loose. Looked like the Matt Light car. Plenty of racing, especially among the top 4. And down on the inside is a challenge as Jeremy McDowell wants to go to the inside of Matt Cox. Matt Cox rides hard into turn 1. Matt Cox high on the outside, working hard on Matt Light's car. The 2, or the 27 rather, of Tommy Lemons. Lemons skates it out of turn 4.
Boy, Tommy Lemons is riding that thing about everything he can get through turn 4. Now through turn 2 he goes, and he will lose second spot to the Matt Cox, the Black's Tire, number 51. So Matt Cox on march to the front. He's got still race leader Ty Gibbs to get around as he will work the back bumper over down the front straightaway here at Myrtle Beach Speedway. The leaders will go into turn 1. Ty Gibbs, your race leader. Matt Cox, he'll go center of the racetrack through to center of the turn, and he will now work off the turn 2 and try to track down your race leader Ty Gibbs. Boy, Ty Gibbs brought that 18 car here to race today, and he is hanging on to it thus far. 7 laps to go on the board this time by
Ty Gibbs, the grandson of Coach Joe Gibbs, formerly the Washington Redskins, finds himself leading races here at Myrtle Beach Speedway after a 10-car inversion. That's what put him up there. Now he's got to hold on to that position. Now, whether he's going to turn into a lineman and start blocking, or if he's going to be a receiver and try to keep from getting the draw, or rather a defender, and trying to keep a pass. As Matt Cox on the high side, a young Gibbs, now they're side by side down the back straightaway.
Boy, Ty Gibbs giving everything he could off turn 4 a moment ago. That last strip through turn 4. Here he comes again through turn 4. Ty Gibbs on the inside, and let's see, it's a loose race car last time through turn 4, and it's loose again. That'll open the door for Matt Cox to go ahead and finish that pass, as now we have a new race leader by way Matt Cox. Cox will lead this race for the first time in this second 40-lap feature. Matt Cox is your race leader here on a Saturday night at Myrtle Beach Speedway, and look out, here comes Justin Milliken. He'll be next in line to try to get around the Ty Gibbs 18 machine.
Justin Milliken down on the inside, realizing if Gibbs is loose, I better go to the inside, which is the smart move. But a driver that has joined the fray is a driver that was leading the race back when we were running at the last race and was taken out by Stephen Parsons. And that's Jamie Weatherford. Jamie Weatherford's car is hooked up now, and he's running with the leaders. The 94 car.
By Jamie Weatherford, one talented race car driver. That is a driver that knows how to get it done here at Myrtle Beach Speedway. Jamie Weatherford, several Myrtle Beach 400 starts and several starts throughout his career.
Multi-time truck champion here at Myrtle Beach and multi-time winner.
Jamie Weatherford, no slouch to getting it done here at this racetrack. And if he gets the car hooked up, look out, Weatherford could be there at the end of the day. Right now, it's all about that race leader. Here we go for the race lead down the back straightaway. It is Justin Milliken, the Bell & Bell O2 machine. He'll look to the inside of race leader Matt Cox. In turn 3, they're door to door through turn 4. Is it going to be? Can it be? Can Justin Milliken get it done? He will. Whoa, by a photo finish. Looks like Matt Cox, by the scoring system, will hang on to the race lead, that time by the start-finish line. So Matt Cox will eventually go ahead and lose the lead off turn 2, but that last trip to the start-finish line, it was too close to call. As we come through turn 4 this time by, 14 laps go on the board. New race leader, Justin Milliken. Justin Milliken on a dream night here at Myrtle Beach Speedway. He is just about 1/2 lap away from seeing a Tim Tolson white flag. Milliken through turn 4. The white flag is going to fly this time by. 1 to go for the Myrtle Beach Speedway. Back to school, Darlington night at the races. Milliken, for the final time, will exit turn 2 and work himself down the next straightaway. The Bell & Bell O2 machine by way of Justin Milliken on a route for back-to-back wins in a late model racing night at Myrtle Beach. Milliken off turn 4, checkered flag on the air, and Milliken's going to win it here this afternoon.
It's NASCAR short track racing at Myrtle Beach Speedway. And it's brought to you by NASCAR Racing Experience, the true NASCAR driving experience here at Myrtle Beach Speedway. Shalot Electric Stores, the area's best choice for all of your electric needs. Palm Charter High School, the only motorsports high school in the nation. Black's Tire and Auto Services, tires and auto repair in North and South Carolina. There's a location near you. Ocean Lakes Family Campground in Myrtle Beach, named the 2017 Mega Park of the Year. Darlington Raceway, the track too tough to tame, home of the Southern 500. Circle K, take it easy.